Hello, everybody. Another
Hello.
week. We're back.
We are back, people. Let's go. Woo.
We got 4 points.
Woo.
We're not as depressed, so I'll take it. Okay.
We're not getting relegated.
That's what I'm talking about. Big up to you, Sophia. How are you doing this week?
Big up, sis. I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Shout out to everybody that's also in the chat as well. Thank you, Matt's channel, Rodri's the GOAT, Warrior. Big up to you guys. As you come in, please hit that like button. We're just gonna, yap for an hour about Manchester United, talk about the matches, talk about some news, talk about FA Cup. So let's get into it. So Saturday, early kickoff, we played Everton. We ended up drawing 2-2. I know that was kind of a bit of a go, but what were your thoughts on that match? If you can reach back into your mind.
Going back. I mean,
Hi, Pablo.
2-2. But we take the, what should I say, the points and the draw, but were maybe Everton potentially robbed? Should they have gotten maybe a penalty? We will never know.
Yeah,
we will never know.
Was it a penalty in your opinion, or no?
50-50.
Yeah, I think he definitely did dive. There's no question about that. I think he definitely overreacted a bit.
Yeah.
But I do think that Maguire was dumb in the sense of trying to pull him down. Like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah, exactly. The same with, like, because it was both Maguire and De Ligt that was pulling his shirt, and I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, it was. We got lucky there. I think too, the scary thing about that match is, once again, outside of, I don't even know when the last time we scored in this first half was outside of the last match, but we went down 2-0 going into halftime. And so it was just like, oh my gosh. I honestly didn't think we were going to just like capitulate like that. And thankfully, Bruno had his free kick, which was really a nice free kick. And then Ugarte had a really nice goal as well. So we ended up drawing and getting the point, which was huge for us, especially considering the way the other matches turned out. Because, like I said last week, if we lost, and I just had a feeling West Ham were going to be Arsenal. I just, Arsenal, right? If the pressure's on, they're gonna drop the ball. If we would have lost, we would have been 16th, I think.
Yeah, 16th.
West Ham won.
Oh my god, that is mad to think about. You know what I saw? I mean, obviously, we'll of course dive into yesterday's match and stuff, but like looking at it now, okay, we're 14th. We're having the same points as Spurs. I'm like, in my head, I thought they were a couple of points clear.
Right.
I'm like, what?
I know. When you read about it, is he? That's so sweet.
Hey,
oh my God. Thank you, Saeed. When you think about it, like, hi Asha, the point spread is actually quite tight, especially when you get into that mid section of the table, and we can talk about that later. But like you said, once we started, winning and getting points, you're like, oh dang, we're actually like moving up. And big up. Okay, first of all, big up Saeed. Thank you so much. The absolute legend. Oh, thanks, Saeed. Big up to you.
Big up, bro.
We're all having streams and dissertations on our club because it's a mess. But all of you that are tuning in, if you could please subscribe to Sophia and I. We both are Manchester United fans, and thank you, Saeed. Absolute legend, and I appreciate the raid. So,
also, guys, to those of you just rated now, big up. Okay, it's just very close.
Yeah, I have like 5 subs away till
guys
2K. So
subscribe.
Big up. I know
this happened right now on stream.
Thank you so much, Saeed.
Come on.
All right, getting into yesterday, girl, because I need to talk about the first goal we conceded. But what were your thoughts on the match versus Ipswich? Because
sis. Oh,
big up. Thank you so much. Big up everyone.
Big up everybody. Guys, it makes me like I feel like I got a bit of PTSD like thinking that first goal. I'm not gonna lie. That my head was hot. It felt like smoke was coming out of my ears when I saw that. You know, Dorgu passing it. I don't, basically past Unana. I don't know why Unana was way out of his line for no
Right.
reason. Like they were just 1 meter away from each other.
Right.
Initially I was very, very mad at, with Dorgu and Onana. The more I think about it, I think both was at fault, but I might put it a bit more on Onana. A bit more on Onana.
Yeah. No. I
Broski.
kind of hear you.
You
I
know?
feel like Dorgu passed it because I don't think he looked up in time. Like if you
Uh-huh.
watch it back, I think he which he shouldn't have done. I think he
Mhm.
expected Onana to be in goal, right?
Yep.
So he gets the ball, he's not looking up, and that's why he just kicks it. And then
Yep.
as he's kicking and looking up, he's like, "Oh, Onana
Yes.
is like a foot away from me." And you
Yes.
could literally see Dorgu just like throw his hands up and get so frustrated,
Yes.
right? And again, this is why I think our defensive line has issues because I don't think that they trust one another. I don't think that those players in the back line honestly
Mm-hmm.
trust Onana.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, like I think it makes their chemistry a little bit off because
Mm-hmm. True.
they won't take risks as much. They won't kind of push up because they don't know what he's going to do back there, you know?
Yep.
I
Agreed.
and I again, like you said, why do you think he came out so high? Like did he not think and then at the same time, I don't think Onana trusts the back line because it's like why did you think Dorgu wasn't going to get the ball? Why did you come out so high?
I mean, no. Sometimes Onana be doing these most weirdest stuff. This is the guy that I was saying, okay, the hair leaves. I didn't want him to go, but I was like, if he goes, okay, I'm gonna accept it. We move on. It is what it
Yeah.
is. And then I said, the guy that I wanted to replace him was Onana. I'm not gonna sit there and flip flop and say that I never wanted Onana. I wanted Onana.
Yeah.
And then he hurt my feelings after, single-handedly knocking us out of the Champions League last season,
Mm-hmm.
and then started off well this season.
Yeah.
Big up. And then you're like, wow,
Yeah. Those of you in the
doing
chat, let
these
us
stupid
know. Do you
things.
want Onana to stay? But for me, like he even had some errors in the Everton match as well. Like it wasn't just this
Oh,
one
yeah,
where
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he
Oh,
cost
no.
us goals.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
But like I seriously got Champions League PTSD from these past couple of matches because I don't know if you
Yep.
guys remember our run in the Champions League, but it was awful. And Onana was terrible in our Champions League stint. And
Horrible.
I just felt that all over again. And I was like, nah,
Mhm.
he's gotta go. I can't
Hell no.
do this anymore.
By the way, you hit 2K?
Oh, did I really? Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations!
We hit 2K on Stretford Scoop. This is the best thing. So thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you, Saeed, for the raid. That's amazing. So thank you.
Incredible. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Absolutely not. He needs to be the first one out. He's got to go. As an Arsenal fan, keep him. We might score a goal at Old Trafford. Well, you know what? If we keep Onana, you keep Arteta. Fair trade. So yeah. So okay, we concede. All right. And then what were your thoughts, as the match? I felt like Ipswich scored a bit too early. This is why I didn't think we were just going to like not score. I think they just scored too early. It was too easy.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
refuse to think
Yes.
that we weren't going to do something.
No, agreed. I felt like it because initially we started off well, and then the whole thing messed up in those after the fourth minute when
Right.
we conceded, because I felt like there was a little bit of momentum, and then it kind of shifted. But I definitely agree with you. I did think that no, we are scoring. Like this was like if you're going to be winning, like this, sure, this should be the game to do it. And luckily we did, but it's more so funny in the way that we did with scoring a bunch of set piece goals. It's like either are we just suddenly now very good at scoring set piece goals, or are just Ipswich just horrible at saving them?
Yeah. No,
Maybe
I
a bit of
agree.
both.
Yeah. I mean, it's been nice. I think I said this in my match reaction. I said, I Bruno, without Bruno, we don't win that game yesterday. I thought Bruno did a really good job at not getting too dramatic, and he literally was so calm, did what he was supposed to do. Obviously the set pieces were phenomenal from him, the delivery on those.
Yeah, not to lie, yep, he had a solid game.
Though is like, who did we play? Like, I feel like he always does this against like these teams that aren't very good, right? And we don't have the consistency with these players enough to say, okay, Bruno had a great game, but what am I going to get versus Arsenal? Like, that's where I have an issue with most of these players is the inconsistency is so dramatic that I can't gauge them as players because I don't know what I'm going to get each match. Every match is literally different. And so it's just been a lot. Anyway, so
it has. True.
We actually ended up wait, let me make sure I have these right. So yeah, he scores early and then so own goal and then Delit scores and then we get into the second half. So we're up 2-1, right?
Yep.
And then Dorgu gets the red card. Okay.
Yeah. Remember it was a little bit before the halftime.
Right.
When
that's right. Yeah. So what were your thoughts on that? Because I thought his form improved after the mistake, which I appreciated because I felt like he didn't let it get in his head. But then he gets the red.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that, I said 100% it's a red. I just was like, can we get away with it? I ain't gonna hold you. I was thinking, please, VAR, don't look at it.
Big up, Cheek.
Big up. Yeah. Big up. I was just hoping, like, please. And then when he said, go, broski, go to the monitor. I said, he's getting a red card. Alas, it's done. Because yes, it was on the ball. Doesn't matter. It was reckless and definitely a red.
Yeah, I agree. I think it definitely was a red, unfortunately. And you could see it on his face. He's out, the next 3 matches. So we won't have him versus Arsenal, which is concerning for me. Because it's like, okay, so who are you going to put? Mazraoui and Dallo? Like, who are you going to put if you don't use a youth in those wing back positions?
I can't. Guys, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't like him on the right. You want me to see him on the left?
Yeah.
End my misery, please.
Oh. Yeah, I know. Can he play in the... See, that's what I didn't know, Rohan, because I've heard multiple things. I thought it was Premier League matches he was suspended. But then some people yesterday were saying it's the next 3, regardless of competition.
Yeah, I believe it's domestically. So basically, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup will be in it.
Oh, so he can't play on Sunday?
I don't think he can.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that has been the case before.
Okay. All right. So
obviously he can play in the Europa League, of course. Yeah.
Okay, so one
it's just domestic.
Yeah. Okay, well that makes me a little bit less confident for Fulham, I can't lie. So
yeah, I'm not gonna, because I'm thinking Adama Traore and them men. Are you mad?
Yeah. And no Lisandro Martinez with him. Because that beef that they have.
Well, I wanted to see it again.
I know. And I feel like Lisandro's in Traore's head a little bit.
He is. He's gotten the better. Obviously, I ain't gonna lie, Licha did get cooked.
He did.
But we still did win, Like, he got, mentally got the better of him. Maybe not physically in that game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But maybe somebody else can, I don't know. Can somebody else do a little bit of a beef against, create something else? I don't know. That'll be fun.
3rd red. All right, thanks. So I'm kind of upset about that, actually. Okay, so the main thing I wanted to talk about, though, from yesterday's game, though, and again, shout out to all of you that are here. Keep hitting that like button. If you have any questions, I'm starring them. So we'll try to get to them at the end of the stream. So any questions you have, put them in the chat. I'm starring them, and we'll try to go back to those at the end. Appreciate all the comments. I'm putting them on screen. We might not be able to get to them all because we're talking to each other, but just so you know, we appreciate you guys being here.
100%.
Garnacho. We have to talk about Garnacho, okay? I think Amorim made a substitution that was quite normal for football, and in the sense of when you go out in 10 men, you might be a little bit more defensive minded.
Yeah, let me just, I'm just getting ready, but I'm listening to you because I got stuff to say.
I love it. I love it. So
We
Garnacho
keep going.
off and immediately goes to the locker room. Okay. We win our first league match in quite a while. Like we have struggled in the league the past couple of matches under Amram, correct? He posts on Instagram, okay, and you guys can see it in the thumbnail. This like woe is me, I'm so disappointed, like the rain is falling down around me. Picture
Courting. Oh,
after we won, okay, because you're angry we got subbed off. Before I roast this man, I just wanted to know what your thoughts were on that.
sis. First and foremost, I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't even know about the whole he went down the tunnel thing before today.
Okay.
I didn't even know.
Okay.
So I was initially just seeing like, the picture, like him on, his Instagram stories, literally doing this, like just walking. He looked pretty upset. Okay. Yeah. Why though? It's not like unfortunately you got sacrificed. Okay. Why are you gonna act entitled? Who are you? You made a name for yourself here. Okay? You done a little shimmy, a little dribble here and there. Thank you. But khalas, you're not all that. I'm sorry, this comes from me. I'm really, super big advocate. Loved Garnacho, like his hunger. But I feel like the guy is a bit too, like, he's entitled. And I think his attitude stinks. Yeah. It's too much with the whole, subliminal stuff that he does on social media, liking tweets. He did a lot of that, and then he's kind of taking it back, apologized, 210 out when that was happening, but he keeps doing it. It seems like he never learns. Yeah. There's a reason why he was left out of the match with Derby, as well as Rashford. He obviously has been kind of embedded still slowly but surely back into the squad. Yeah. But why do you think that's like, why would you think posting a picture like that does anything but not help you? I don't get the thought process of that. And then today, a couple of hours later, earlier, he then post another picture with celebrating with the team. Probably for the Licks goal, I think it might have been. And team 3 points, team performance. That 100% is after Amarim talks to him. Amarim's probably like, you better enough with that. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah. I wonder if he's taking the story down. Has he removed it?
I don't know. It's too late.
What are your thoughts?
It's too late, even if he's dead. There are two things that I want to say. It's still there? Mm-hmm. Two things I want to say about Garnacho. Okay. Yeah. First thing. And we're just gonna pull up receipts because I cannot stand when players have the audacity to have some sort of attitude when your performance is absolute garbage. Okay. You have played 26 matches. This is Prim stats. So I'm not doing all comps. Right? You've played 26 matches. You've had 1,480 minutes. You've had 3 goals and 1 assist. Okay. If we scroll down here, I'm just like, what in God's green earth thinks you have the audacity to get upset because you got subbed off when you do nothing? All right. You do nothing. I know. Whereas now I know they're different positions, and I'm using Mo Salah because he's literally the top of the league. I want to be the best. So I'm going to put you side by side with the best. Okay. Because that's where we want to be. This is the best player in the Prem right now. He's a winger, just like you, not the same side, whatever. 28 matches, he's had 25 goals. That is literally almost a goal a match in the Prem. Almost.
Legit.
Okay. And you have the audacity to throw a temper tantrum because you got subbed off because we were down to 10 men and you got a red card. You do nothing. Literally, you do nothing. when you want to break it down, you do nothing. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even show you guys this. So sorry. This is Mo Salah. 28 matches, 25 goals just this year alone. Now he has played a
Mhm.
bit more minutes, right?
Of course, but still.
But still 17 assists as well on top of the goals. All right. And I know there's more that Mo Salah does, right? But look at this. Look at this. Look at this
Green,
roll.
green. Look at that.
Look at this.
Come on.
Look at this. Mostly average. Oh, but don't get it twisted. Garnacho will take the shot, okay? Because he wants that opportunity. The thing that's been driving me crazy with Garnacho too is he's not passing. There was even an opportunity for him to pass versus Ipswich, and he didn't do it. He took the shot.
I know. Yep.
That's why his shot number is so high.
Yeah.
But he's not making them. 57 shots, you have 3 goals. So I'm just it's a little bit, and here's the thing too. I'm gonna take this off. Okay.
Yeah.
If this was all right, oops, sorry. If this was Rashford, if this was Pogba, if this was Jadon Sancho, if this was Euro who posted this picture after a match, we would have heard the end of it. This is the other issue that I have. You have to be consistent. I was on Rashford's neck, pause, okay? Because I was so sick of his attitude.
Yep.
So now I'm going to be on Garnacho because it's only fair. Nobody's talking about Garnacho. Nobody. But you want to get mad at Foz because he politely said, hey, I'm going to give you some advice.
Mm-hmm.
And now, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Nobody wants to talk. None of the main pundits or anybody's talking about what Garnacho did. It's not right what he did. It's not right. It's unacceptable. We are a mid-table team. We're Manchester United, and our players are throwing a temper tantrum, and we have no right to be doing that. You're getting paid thousands of dollars, and you're doing nothing. Think of your job. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent here, but I'm so upset.
Speak your truth. I agree with you. You keep going. Let it off.
At work, I cannot go into work, okay, and I make way less money than them, and just give a mid-performance. I'm going to do some things here. I'm going to do some things there. I'm going to maybe respond to that email. I'm going to maybe show up for that meeting. What happens if I don't do that? Hey, Sky, this is your boss. You're not doing that well. What's going on? I'm going to get a check-in. All right. You have a check-in. I'm still not performing. I'm going to lose my job if I don't do what I'm supposed to do. All right. Time and time again, these players are not performing and we're just patting them on the back. It's unacceptable.
It really is.
And I'm tired of it. Garnacho, you have done nothing. I'm sorry. You had a bicycle kick versus Everton. Congratulations.
And thank you. You got your individual award. Do more. How about that? Do more.
We can, though. Use the youth. This is why I have an issue with Amarim. Garnacho needs to be on the bench next. If Garnacho starts, I am going to be, I think, a little bit more disappointed in Amarim because that to me shows that, maybe he just thinks he's just letting them do what they want at this point. You can play a youth player over Garnacho if you wanted to.
Yeah, I hope he can drop him on, have him sit his ass on the bench. Also, I don't know about you. When he got subbed off, the thing is, I was I initially didn't want him to be subbed off. I was more so I wanted to see Bika Tulumba, yes. I wanted to see Høylund be subbed off because he wasn't doing anything at all. And I felt like Garnacho was offering more. But I could understand you had to sub somebody off. I did initially agree with it being Garnacho.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, we won the game. It worked out. So I'm not going to sit and dwell on it. Right. I am more so reacting to Garnacho's behavior after that. And then, hearing that he went to the tunnel. And people in the chat are saying, I think there's, I don't know if this is true, but he wanted to go down the tunnel because he wanted to change his shirt. He can wait. He could wait.
Right. It was like right before halftime.
It was right before halftime. He couldn't wait. You can't change your shirt after. Okay. It was raining. Okay. You can put your coat on, change your shirt right there. They can grab a shirt for you. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
And like
you just went past. I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
And I understand him being frustrated that Højlund maybe should have gone off. I understand that. At the time, you're correct. I think Garnacho was offering more than Højlund at that point. But that's not the manager's choice. He said, "You're coming off. Suck it up." I have no sympathy for this. Like, if Rashford did this, if Maguire did this, if whoever did this, and they're acting like this, it's a problem. I just need people to keep the same energy for players. That's all I'm asking.
That's all we want.
Don't do this to Rashford because you know it's going to get you likes and clicks and attention. If Rashford has a bad attitude, call it out. If Garnacho has a bad attitude, call it out. That's what I don't understand either. Where's the double standard?
Where is it though? Exactly. What I'm thinking, I don't know. Did you see the whole like Sol Campbell, it's the underbelly color thing?
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. 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 I know.
So I'm asking, is it an underbelly color thing?
I agree with you. I think he should be dropped, but will Amram do it seeing that he was always light on attacking options? I don't know. You don't have to start Garnacho. Like, sub him in.
Be on the bench. I'm sorry, he's on the bench. That's fine. He's done it before. I think you set the precedent. You put him on the bench for the FA Cup game as well. Simple.
Wait, Terry said on Football Terrace this morning about Garnacho wanting to change. I thought he was. Wait, what?
It changed the shirt.
Oh, okay. I see. Interesting. I'm sure that's what it was. Big up to you.
Big up.
Yeah, we do. We do need to change the culture. It's just, I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. If Napoli wants to come back in the summer, I'm saying get the money and say goodbye. I'm tired.
Oh, to Garnacho?
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm tired. It's too many of these, let me send some, mixed messages. Let me do the social media thing. It's childish. Grow up. Where are your cojones?
Yeah,
Grow up here. You grown. You ain't a child no more. You got a whole child at home. Grow up.
But that's
I'm
the thing.
sorry, that really pissed me off yesterday. He gotta go. I ain't gonna hold you. You gotta go.
They will come back with the lower offer, and I would be shocked if they didn't. Like, I am literally questioning any topside team that's taking these players for a lot of money or paying a lot of money for them. Because, like, if you're watching Garnacho now, who's gonna buy him? Who's gonna buy Højlund? I'm sorry. No. Not at a topside team, but we did speak on Onana. You might have to go back a bit, but should have got sold in January, but apparently he thought he deserved more wages and killed the deal. And here's the thing, like, we talked about this a couple of weeks, like the past couple of streams, but I'm all for these players leaving, but like we don't have the reserves at the moment. Like, we couldn't have loaned out everybody, unfortunately. Like, as much as we want to, as much as we should have.
Yep.
You can see the repercussions of that now. So it's just a mess right now.
It is.
One more player we need to speak on before we talk about FA Cup. And everyone in the chat, let me know if you've seen this too. Roy Keane last week said that he's not a United fan. I don't know why he said that, but that's just what he said. And then this week, he gets in a little confrontation with Ian Wright about Bruno Fernandes. I was eating my popcorn watching this. I was eating it up. Yep. But I know you. What were your thoughts on it from what you saw?
The thing is, I hear it. I think people be putting Bruno on this pedestal. Sometimes I feel like it's either, can we be a bit more in the middle? And I've been all over the place myself. I'm not even gonna lie. I've had like my, love and hate relationship with Bruno over the years. But it's like, sometimes, like with Bruno, he does a bit too much. Yesterday, though, hey, I put my hands up. I felt like he had a good game. I really respected like the like he was tired, but he kept going. And he, obviously he of
Yeah.
course putting some good deliveries with the set pieces. I'm not taking that away from him at all. But in other games, he do be doing some stupid stuff. And it's annoying.
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
see um I can totally sympathize with Roy Keane because
Hmm.
that man was an absolute beast, right? Like,
Yes.
and for him to also have been a captain at this club and
Hmm.
see where it's fallen. And for those of you that haven't seen it, I put it in the chat. I can understand completely where he's coming from.
Hmm.
Like you, I think I do not like Bruno for I think he offers a lot of good. I just don't think he's a captain at all.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I just think he works hard, yes, but I just don't think I just maybe it's the way that he fights or he thinks he's fighting, it's his mannerisms, like, to me,
Mm.
it just looks like he whines.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
but, like, Keane did that too. So but it wasn't, like, whining. I don't know, it's very
Well, see,
weird.
no, I completely understand where you're coming from, and I agree with you. It's just it's different. It's a bit too. It's the whining. I don't think it's the same way as with Roy Keane. Like the guy had proper pedigree. Like it was just the leadership, but he could also back it up because sometimes people are forgetting Roy Keane wasn't just a leader. Like vocally, the guy was a brilliant footballer.
Yeah.
People be forgetting it.
Yeah.
Technically brilliant. Sometimes that goes over people's head.
Mhm.
So he could back that up as well as talking the talk on and off the pitch. But with Bruno, it's I just get tired of it. And yeah, of course, like you said, yeah, Roy, he's won something. Bruno, you can't lace Roy Keane's boots. You will never be able to race Roy Keane's boots whatsoever.
Yeah.
And with Bruno, I just think he's been here for a lot of years now, past his 30s. Let's go. I
Yeah.
think it's time.
Mhm.
I
And
wouldn't
I just
be
yeah.
mad at cashing in.
Yeah.
Legit.
I think that conversation was just such a highlighted discussion that the United fan bases have been having for such a long time now.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting. It's interesting to see. I mean, I know Bruno's gonna look at that and be like, okay, like he's gonna, do something with that, I'm sure. Especially because it's
Mm.
another United legend that is not really on his side. Um,
Mm.
but I loved it. I thought I agreed with a lot of Roy Keane said. I don't know. It's it's so interesting, the Bruno conversation.
It really is interesting. Extremely.
He's created more chances in the Premier League than De Bruyne, and given we are
Here we
terrible.
go.
But again, this is the issue that I have. Like that what is that stat?
If you really look at the stats, any of some of those chances could be like corners, set pieces in general.
Right.
Guys, it's I'm sorry, it's a little bit of a flawed stat. You
Especially because
gotta
he
go
grenade
ahead.
launches like a quarter
Yep.
of those. Does
Yes.
that count as a created chance if he like just
Mm-hmm. Like yesterday, the delivery was great. Honestly,
yeah.
score from great. And lately sometimes here and there, like I actually do think the deliveries when it comes to corners often do tend to be good.
Mhm.
Sometimes it can be a bit but yesterday it worked out pretty nicely. So guys, we can't use that stat to fully see the picture.
Right.
You need a bit of context behind it. That's why I don't like the whole stat merchants. Guys, we need both. You need the eye test, watch football with your eyes, but also use the stats to back it up.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's what I think.
Mhm. And with a really good player, most of the time, I can't say most of the time. Well, maybe I
Hmm.
can. Their stats will back your eyes.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Legit.
isn't that then on the team then to finish said chances? I understand where you're trying to go with this, but like,
I hear it. I hear it. Devil's
yeah.
advocate. I completely hear it, but
But I mean, like, some of the chances he's created, like sometimes nobody's there, or it's an anomaly, Bruno Fernandes, because
yes.
yeah, it doesn't work. He's
It
extremely
doesn't.
hot and cold. Yeah, I don't think he works.
Yeah.
Big up to you,
It's the
Yasir.
inconsistency. Yes, big up.
For me, I've been saying Bruno's been gassed for the last few years. That created chances stat was fluff.
Telling you.
Because again, okay, he's creating chances. Our players can't be that bad, but I mean, if you're creating the most chances in the Premier League, we have a -7 goal difference. We're 14th now currently. Like, something's not adding up here. You know,
it's not adding up, people. I'm sorry, something's got to give. I'm sorry, guys. See the bigger picture.
Odegaard is good on the eye, but I don't think Odegaard is good on the eye, though. To me,
I do.
I don't.
I do.
Why do you do?
Okay. Agree to disagree. I do. I've been a big fan of him for 10 years. You know, ever since the.
Would you take him at United?
Yes.
Okay.
I would actually.
I didn't know that.
I would. And it maybe could seem like Norwegian bias, but I'm a big fan of Ødegaard. I really am.
Oh, that's true.
So, guys, it's not Norwegian bias. I just really, really like Ødegaard. I really do like him.
Most so-called chances created according to the stats are just a ball into the box with a player not too far from it. Okay. He's overrated, but just because he's from Norway. No.
No, it's not that at all. Okay. No.
Hey, listen. She's allowed. She's allowed to have her opinion, okay?
Okay, let me.
No. But yeah, so I'd rather have Odegaard at United than Bruno. I don't know. I just feel like they both would do the same thing. I don't know.
Ødegaard would do better.
Even Xerxes and Højlund are rubbish.
Xerxes has grown on me.
Most chances created, we only had 9 goals total after 10 games. Oh my gosh. Odegaard is a good player, but I don't think he's overrated by Arsenal fans. But I do think he's overrated.
Look at the Dunsey comment.
I know.
I'm not thinking. Are you mad? No. Just give me Ødegaard. You can give me the center backs as well, and then we move.
Yeah. Well, anyway, moving on from Odegaard. All right. We got 4 points, which is great. And now we have Arsenal and Leicester for, I think, the next 2 Prem matches in March. But we have FA Cup on Sunday. We play Fulham. And I think we've already played them twice in one, if I'm not mistaken. So obviously, if we lose, we're out, I think, right? So
we are, yeah.
How are we feeling about this match? We are at home. Dorgu can't play. Okay. How are we feeling about
it's concerning?
Predictions in the chat, people. Predictions in the chat.
Yes, prediction in the chat, people. And make sure you like this stream, by the way. Yes. Get the likes up. Do that ASAP. Yeah, the fact that Dorgu is out for this game is concerning. I'm not gonna lie, that definitely might change my mind a little bit here and there, but I still think that we maybe we're gonna scumbag a win. Is what I'm thinking.
You think so?
Yes.
We're gonna do a Fergie time.
Oh yes, we're gonna scumbag a freaking win. You heard it here.
A lot of people in the chat are saying that Fulham is going to win.
Damn.
Either Fulham in 90 minutes or United on pins. See, this is my thoughts. I have two predictions. I have a United 2-1 win over Fulham, or I have a 1-1 draw and we
Mm.
win on pins.
Okay.
So it's funny though,
Mm.
because for the Ipswich match, I thought we were only going to score like 1 or 2 goals, and we scored 3. And I'm like, where did that come
Yeah,
from?
I
So
know. I said 2-1. I said it won't be a scrappy game, but I didn't expect it to be 5+ goals in that
I know,
game.
I
Didn't
know,
see that coming.
I know.
But hey,
And Daily Tech, yes, this is a weekly stream that we do on Thursday. So everyone's saying Fulham. This game depends on
guys,
what Bruno
really?
shows up. See, this is what drives me nuts. If we get If we get too much spam Bruno, we lose. If Bruno can be disciplined, we have a chance. But I do think Bruno will be disciplined. No? Depends
Maybe.
on where he's at and who he's paired with. Like if he's in the 10, I don't know. It depends on where he's at.
Yeah, it does. It actually does, to be fair. But I do also think like it also depends on how the wingbacks does it as well. Are
Yeah,
they gonna get hella cooked?
right. Because who are we gonna put in the wing back? Obviously, Dallow's probably gonna have to be left because Dorgu's out. And then who's on the right with no Ahmad
Mazraoui?
Mazraoui, which I just
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. Wing backs are peak,
Ooh,
and then our most
quite
contributing
peak.
goal scorers as of recent are defenders. So,
Yeah, that's mad.
in my humble opinion, start Cheeto. Honestly, don't start
Yes.
Garnacho.
Yes.
Xerxes and Cheeto up in there.
I saw a little link between those two in the Everton game. I saw something
Yes.
and I want to see it again. You know what I generally think, Sky? I think if it wasn't for that, early goal that we conceded and that red card, I think Cheetah probably would have played yesterday. I think he would have played.
Oh, you think so? I agree with you. I think if we don't lose Dorgu, I think he gets subbed on as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And
that might
probably,
add up for him.
yeah, would have gotten 20 minutes minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double offers nothing. Look,
I agree.
Dante, we're trying to have a conversation. And you're over here trying to get players off of your team, okay?
Oh, I completely forgot. Saka will take as well. So sorry. Yes.
Yeah,
I
I
will
would
take the
actually
golden
take
child.
Saka. Absolutely.
Yes.
That would be
I
stupid
would.
to not,
Yeah.
especially
Oh,
with our
why
front
not?
line. Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
He is a horror, but we could bet on it and we would know that he is starting in the left wing back. We could know. By the way, when it was that Hoyland scored last, because Hoyland, we went over this last night with Flawless. Gosh, I think Hoyland, I know Garnacho's last goal was when we played Leicester before under Rude, which was a long
Under Rude.
Yeah. And I can't remember what Hoyland's was.
Wait. Garnacho hasn't scored under Emery.
And for the Prem. No.
Oh, no. But still. My God.
Unless he scored in I don't think he scored it. Was it Europa League? We talked about this all last night. I know it's worse, but Judge, that's all we have. I think he is ready. I think he's ready. I think you guys are counting him out.
I agree. If you're good enough, you're old enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple, people.
It'll ruin him. I don't think it will.
Throw him in.
I don't think it will. So
I don't see the issue.
Wait, did you give a prediction?
Oh, I think 2-1 Man United. I think it's going to be hella. I do think we're winning. It's just going to be. It's not going to be a pretty game. I'm going to be on my toes. My heart is going to be up here. Adama Traore coming in, creating chaos. It's not going to be pretty to look at.
Yeah, I think as of right now, I think Fulham has a better attacking threat than we do.
They do.
And we have Onana in goal, so I just anything could happen at this point. I couldn't care less who is ready or not for the rest of the season. Play the goalkeeping coach as well. Everybody's talking about this goalkeeping coach, which is absolutely hilarious.
Nah, I would put him in the 9. I'm not gonna lie, the way we're moving at this point.
I wouldn't start Cheeto, but if Rasmus is more interested in wrestling, then quick cook him at halftime. I know. Here's the thing, guys. I want to do everything we can to win a cup or a trophy. So it's these matches where I'm like, okay, we need a win. In the Prem, it's more of like, just don't look stupid kind of thing. Like,
legit.
don't get 7-0.
Please win as much as you can. Like, win what you can win in the Prem. Like, it's
yeah.
What else are you gonna say?
You'll see what Varane said about placing so much expectation on the youth. Yeah, but subbing someone on is not doing a Kobe Mainu to somebody. Like, I think
exactly.
I agree with what Varane said completely. I think Madrid does it way better than we do. And I think we do ruin players. I 100% agree. But I don't think we're doing that with Cheeto right now.
I don't think so either. I don't see the issue.
Yeah. I would play the goal coach in goal rather than Onana. Did you see the crazy stat between De Gea and Onana? I didn't. See that.
What's that? Let me
see if it's on Twitter.
Oh, God, I miss Dave.
Let me see. I mean, it's
I miss my Dave.
Let's see.
Damn it.
And then we have I'll pull up the let's see. Let me see if I can find it.
Keep getting the likes of people again. Subscribe to Sky. Show her some love. ASAP.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
No?
I would assume somebody would have posted something. Because I'm just interested to see what it is.
Absolutely, yeah. Lannister, let us know if you find where you found it. That would be nice. Put it in the chat. Let us know, Lannister. Because that would be interesting to look at, to be fair.
Wow.
Oh, in the chat.
In the chat. Onana, 12 errors in 2 years. Oh.
Lord, have mercy upon us. 2 years compared to what, 11 years?
Oh my God. That is actually crazy.
That is in 12 errors in 2 years. 17 in his whole Man United career.
Yeah.
That is madness.
When I tell you guys, I have nightmares of that Champions League run last season. You're not understanding what I mean. He probably got half of them then alone.
Oh my God. Oh, the way Deltic says that's not true. Okay, let us know. Are you sure that's not true? Because I definitely feel like we've seen a lot of errors. I ain't gonna lie.
From who? Onana?
Alone. What? Second half of COVID.
Was he even here?
No, but
he wasn't here, was he?
He was playing for Ajax at that time. I'm almost thinking, wasn't he maybe even suspended then?
I don't know.
With the whole, scandal. If you know, you know. Oh, no, he said I meant De Gea. Wait, they have five errors alone.
De Gea was letting in a lot of goals. But they were not attributed as errors.
Oh. Guys, come
I guess I would need to know if a goal is an error. Like, if you concede a goal, is that an error?
That can't be. No, that can't be.
Like, I'm thinking an error is like what he did yesterday. Like, when you just are stupid.
Yeah. And remember the Everton game where he that's an error.
Like volleyball.
Yes, punching. That to me, that's an error, right? But
oh my gosh, that goal. Okay, this is so off topic, but that goal where Everton had the corner kick, Onana punches it, and then we're just heading it back and forth. I was screaming on my watch along, clear the ball, because they were just like heading it back and forth, and then they score. I was so mad.
Volleyball, like, are we playing volleyball or are we playing football? What the hell are we doing? Mad.
All right, once again, I do want to go over these really quick. So, just to get everyone's I want to see everyone's predictions on these because we have some interesting matches for the FA Cup this weekend. So, the one that I am hoping and praying is an upset right here.
Yes.
Right
Clement,
here.
you did it to Liverpool. Do it to Man City. Imagine we get Man City out of it as well. And hopefully we can. No. I want to win the FA Cup again. I'm sorry. Get all of them out. Let's go.
Absolutely. Because outside of that, if Liverpool could, I mean, if Man City goes out, and then obviously I think outside of that, I think Villa should win, Crystal Palace should win. I think anything could happen in these three.
Yeah, you know, when you look at it, you like literally, it's just the Manchester clubs that, like, amongst, you know, the top 6 clubs that are left in the competition. That is mad.
Considering we're both kind of like not on our
Yeah, we're both not really doing quite well. That is mad.
This guy, you're
Arsenal
not
with
there, okay?
Sorry, buddy.
Hey, Don C, next season, okay?
Next season.
And Aaron,
Maybe.
Can somebody explain maybe what an error is? Okay, a goal is not an error. They consider missing a cross. They're considered missing a crosser when you should have saved a goal and it goes in. Okay, so then that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Both after both a moment.
Yeah.
But
wait,
for me,
I'm just wondering.
Go ahead.
The judge, are you like you don't like Dave? What's your problem with Dave? What did Dave do to you? What did David De Gea do to you, Judge? I feel like it's a bit like, I don't know. I don't like the tone that's being used here, Judge. I don't like it. What's respect on Dave?
I think, and not just Nottingham Forest. Obviously, we just saw Ipswich could beat us. Brighton, any of these teams can beat us.
Right.
It's the FA Cup.
Oh, don't you yes, the magic of the FA. Don't get it twisted. We can get beat. I mean, look, we've done what, back to back in the FA Cup. Finally won it again. Obviously, last season. Could we do? Imagine, could we do a two-peat with the FA Cup? That would be great. That would be great. But if I have to choose, then I'd rather win the Europa League because I want to get into the Champions League. And it's been a while since we won the Europa League, so I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
But I still also want to see how far we can go in the FA Cup. But, you know, you have to get past Fulham first. I think we can do it, but it won't be easy.
No. So we'll see what happens. But I think it should be fun. It should be a fun weekend for FA Cup for sure, just to see how all these matches play out. But just looking at this, I think we have a good chance. I mean, you guys remember last year, you know, Coventry City, we had Anthony out here doing the most. So anything can happen.
Shameless.
I know.
That guy. The fact that he did, I'm like, what are you doing? Oh.
I know. And people should stop thinking he was so great for us his last year just because Onana is a bozo.
He wasn't as bad as people think he was. I think people are forgetting that he still was pretty solid. But hey, you know what? I will always back my guy Dave. Always love that man.
Yeah.
To the moon and back. Legit.
Man, it's just the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is Manchester United is in the bin, and it's going to take a while. Okay. And I don't like saying that because I like to win things and I like to be the best. But sometimes it doesn't happen overnight. Most times, especially with things that are really great. So whether that means Amarim is gone in the summer, I don't know, whether he stays, whatever it looks like, I'm just hoping that, I guess my question to you guys before we wrap this up is, do you think with keeping Amarim through the summer and letting go of players and bringing anyone in that fit his system, do you feel like we could be headed in the right direction? Or are you just like, no, we're still in the mud. We're never going to figure this out kind of thing?
Good question. I mean, I'm willing to give him a chance. But he has to turn it around somehow. Like, we need to, you know, win what we can win at least, and put I don't know, some type of decent performances in. What you definitely can't do is getting knocked out of the FA Cup and then also getting knocked out of the Europa League all at the span of like what 1 or 2. Like we can't do that. So because then you don't have anything else to play for the rest of the season. And we still have some time to go before the season ends. But like I said, I want to give him some time. I want to see what can he do when not a couple, hopefully a lot of players leave, and we get a couple of players locked in the summer. See where we go. If he then doesn't do well, we're in September, October, kalas, bye-bye.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to see where can this go. I want to see. Let's just see. What do you think?
Don't remind me about Sociedad. I was trying to block that out of my memory.
Oh.
I don't know what a manager do with a grown man who can't pass. That's the thing. I agree with that. And I agree with what the chat saying. And I'm glad to hear the chat saying these same things too. Like, because I've seen a lot of crazy things. Twitter is, X is a scary place sometimes. A lot of people are Amarim out currently. I think for me, like everyone in the chat is saying and what you said too, like I think he needs more time. He's only been here since November, and I understand like Moyes is cooking at Everton, whatever, but like that's Everton, respectfully. Like Everton is not Manchester United, so you can't really compare the two fully. If we can have a good summer and not waste it like we did the last one, and we support Amarim and we are smart with the players that we're acquiring and they fit his system, then I'm like, okay, I think we're doing the right track. But I think the summer is going to be huge for
we need it.
And our club in general. So
100%.
Especially if what are we going to do with these loan players who are coming back? It's going to be a huge summer for us. So I think it's just getting started, Manchester United fans. Buckle up, get your seatbelts, because
gonna be a bumpy ride. Could I ask you quickly before we wrap up, your thoughts about Euro? I ain't gonna like the last few games.
I don't see an issue.
Same. Can I also say, do you like in yesterday's game? He did a little
the little back heel thing. Yeah, I know. He's good. He's good.
There was, this opportunity. Haaland, you just needed to just score, and that would have been such a nice assist from Euro. And I'm like, you just deprived him of getting a wonderful assist.
I know.
Haaland, why? Nah, Euro has been a lot of people were laughing at him, obviously, at the beginning, like, he only came in for money, blah, 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 blah. And then against Southampton, how we got hella cooked by, I believe, Suleimana. Since then, I think he's kind of been growing. I like him. I agree with y'all, people. He's improving. And I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I think he can become very, very good for Man United. I genuinely think so.
And I'm glad he didn't play under Erik ten Hag like in a match sense. And I think he has a good manager now who will improve him. I really do like Amarim. I don't know. I know he knows football. And to me, which sounds crazy, is a good thing. Like especially coming from Erik ten Hag, where it seemed like he didn't know what he was talking about. Like when I tried to understand football from him, I was confused. I'm like, what are you talking about, sir? Like, I don't understand what you're saying. With Amarim, I'm like, okay, he knows what he's doing.
Like, we get it. Yeah. Yes. Agreed.
Dorgu Red was criminal and Amarim has a clear identity. Yeah. Dorgu Euro, Manu, and Ahmad are our future. See how I didn't mention the Argentinian blonde fraud. Who's blonde? Is that Ugarte? Who's he talking about?
No. He's talking about the
Garnacho.
Yes, Garnacho.
Yeah. Bye, Don C. Big up to you. Oh, we missed you, by the way, Don C. yesterday on the Arsenal panel. So you caught smoke for that.
Big up, Don C.
Amarim has played football as well. Yeah, I think everyone just needs to calm down. In my humble opinion.
Calma.
Yeah.
Just
I know
chill.
it's a mess, and I'm not saying it's not a mess. And I'm watching the matches with you, and I understand. Okay, I almost threw my iPad yesterday. I get it. We're struggling, but we're gonna be okay.
But like you said, though, Sky, buckle up, people.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Mm-hmm. I think the thing that sucks too with this is we're struggling like this, and then Liverpool's gonna get number 20, and we're seeing Liverpool cook. Liverpool could get a treble. So being in this situation and then seeing Liverpool play so well.
No, they can't.
They can't?
They can get a treble, but not the treble.
Okay, because it's not the but
yeah, because we are not counting Carabao, Premier League, Champions League. I'm so sorry. Respectfully, no. So no, they can't get a treble. No, they can't get the treble. So I'm letting you know, guys, let's not even run that narrative. We can say they get a double, 2020, I get it, but no treble. No.
It's a mini treble. It's a mini treble.
I ain't uttering the words treble for Liverpool. I can't do it. I can't do
Fair
it.
Enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But man, it's already been over an hour. These always go so fast. So
I know.
Thank you guys so much. And again, thank you to Saeed for the raid. Genuinely
big up, Saeed.
So appreciated. And thank you guys for subscribing. We hit 2K this stream. So we're officially over 2K, which is so great.
Let's go. Congrats.
So thank you guys. Awesome. Sophia, please let the people know where they can find you.
Big up once again. Thanks for having me on. I mean, we were talking obviously off air. The fact that this has been like a month already doing these Thursday shows. Like I always look forward to it. And yeah, big up to the people that, watching, listening, being super interactive as well in chat. We appreciate it. Mm-hmm. You guys can find me on Sophia's Football Talk, lots of Man United content, but also content in regards to other, football teams like Serie A. Title race is going on strong. Be a big game against Napoli and Inter, so I will be filming a preview for that and posting that before the day ends. So stay tuned for that. Sophia's Football Talk. There you go.
Awesome. Yes. And her channel is in the description and it should be in the title. So click there to subscribe. And then for me, we're just going to be watching some FA Cup. I think I will do a call-in show Saturday, so be on the lookout for that. So we'll be talking some football there. But yeah, I mean, the chat's been amazing. Thank you guys. Yeah. We're here every Thursday at this time. Yep. So I think West Ham's playing Leicester. So if you're watching the Prem, you can check that out. We are going to redirect to Steve, Strasbourg Steve. He's watching a Serie A match. I didn't see who the teams were, but we're going to support Steve. So make sure to put that in the chat. But until then, we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.